Hey guys, welcome. This collective message may resonate, may not. I'm hearing someone say, I'm just tired. I'm done. Gone through enough, dealt with enough disagreements, overwhelm, conflict, competition, struggle, all of it. Just the feeling of done. Someone in right now is in the Ace of Swords energy because they have already been through, they've already made the decision to be done with it. They're just tired. In the now moment, I see someone is in the final challenges before mastery. So you've gone through a process. Um, Going through the conflict and the competition and the struggle, you made the conscious decision to be done with it. You realized that the only power the outside forces have over you is the power you give it. So you made the decision to take your power back, go within yourself, and see what the problem is. Why is it a constant struggle? And you did this. If you're not done with it, you're at the ending process of that because I see that you're in the final challenges before mastery. Everything's about to change. By making that conscious decision in the past, you dedicated yourself, you planned, and you went within. Exploration of hidden aspects of yourself. Journey to confront shadow self. So you went a dark night of the soul, big time. You went deep. You went to the very bottom. And what you found there was your inner child. You followed your heart in the darkness and you found your inner child. And that's where the issues lied. So, by meeting your inner child, you decided to liberate yourself from attachment to the material world. So, all the conflicts and the competition and everything in your life, you you released it. Once you met up with your inner child and had a conversation because you came out, she your she or he, sorry, your inner child gave you a cup, and that cup had knowledge in it that you needed, and now you're in the Ace of Swords with the knowledge. So you're working it. You took this knowledge and now you're working it. If you're not working it right now, you're getting ready to. You're in that dark night. So if you're there, guys, stay strong. It's hard, it's tough, and right at the end, it feels the worst. So you are there. You're coming out. Your inner child gave you the message that you needed, the knowledge you needed, the clarity you needed, the breakthrough. You use that logic and reason to overcome the challenge. After, when you move forward with this Ace of Swords, because she or he, I'm sorry, I keep saying she, when your inner child gave you this message, this information, this clarity, this truth, you took it and you used it. You used focus, you trusted the path, soul initiation. Once you use this sword, you're right there. You're right there. Don't give up. Please don't give up. You're right there. I see that with the sword, you were able to see the illusions around you, which was causing a lot of the conflict because like we want to see the best in people and those around us, the ones we love and everything. You know, we don't want to think that we're we're being manipulated or betrayed or anything like that by the people that we love. And this sword gave you clarity. And by making the conscious decision to use it, now you can't unsee it. You see the illusions. You were in denial. You're doubting your instincts. You're resisting it. You're ignoring your calling. Difficult truths. But with the sword, it gave you so much clarity that it didn't, you already came out of the darkness. So now you can see it for what it is. You're realizing that the only power that the outside forces have are the ones that you give it. So you're taking that power and you're harnessing it for yourself now, for that inner child. Because that is you. With the death card, we have endings, transition, transformation, letting go, releasing old for new. And then you have departure underneath that, letting go, transition to the new beginning, step with confidence into the unknown. You're no longer scared to move forward. I have the penance card here. When you decided you had enough, when, like, if you're probably there right now, in that moment of, I can't do this anymore. I can't feel this way anymore. I don't want to be this way anymore. You took that power. And then you have the penance card, atonement and sacrifice for past transgressions, courage to confront shadow with purification. So when you went down into the depths of your soul, that's where your shadow is. And your shadow was there to protect your inner child. That's what the shadow is. That's what steps up to protect you. That's where you get all that strength out of nowhere. It's your shadow protecting you. When you went down, acknowledged your shadow, and then talked to your inner child, because you had to get past your inner shadow to get to your inner child. Once you made it with penance, you made it through, you're able to get to the inner child and get to like the nooks and crannies of why things are the way they are with you. Why do you think the way you do? Why do you get triggered the way you do? Why do you, all that fun stuff, which if you're this far, you've already gone through that like 100 times over. I'm with you. But you made penance for that. And that's how you got to your inner child. So you've already passed so many obstacles. Keep going. Like, this is just the overall energy. Amazing. Let's see what else is going on. Give me a second. Alright. Yeah, that's some deep stuff. Soul transforming, that's how deep it is. That was amazing. Like, it's so hard to go through that. But when you come out, you're like, you kind of smile, you're like, wow, I didn't need anybody other than myself. And then the conflicts and all that kind of fall away, like, roll right off your back. You see the truth now. You see through the illusions. You're not seeing through those, what I call love goggles, You love people, so you don't want to think bad of them. And then, unfortunately, you get the crap into the stick. But not you. You're getting out of it. Alright, let's see. And now energy, please. Okay, and then now we have 6 of Cups. Nostalgia, childhood, innocence, longing for the past, emotional healing. Yeah, that's exactly what you're dealing with. Emotional healing, big time. You're healing yourself. Okay. Eight of Cups, departure, spiritual quest, feeling fulfilled and release, unfulfilled, sorry. Feeling unfulfilled and releasing. Yeah, that's exactly what we were talking about. Okay. That's in the now moment. What's crossing this? Two cards. Two of Swords and the Fool. A difficult choice. Using logic and intuition. You had that card in the overall reading as well. Using logic and intuition for this new beginning, leap of faith. Embracing the unknown. Difficult choice. Emotional healing from the past. Yeah, this whole journey has been extremely painful. But whoa, so healing. Yep, you've made the decision. You're not an indecision. You made the decision with the Eight of Cups. And now you got the Fool looking up at it. Yeah, you're on your way. Hey, what's the foundation of the situation? Being driven by emotions, intuition, seeking emotional fulfillment. Yeah, that could work both ways. You know, that's why you allowed certain energies around you that caused all the conflict and all the fun stuff that triggers you and makes you feel like crap. You're seeking, you know, emotional fulfillment. You want them to be who you think they are. But at the same time, you want your emotional fulfillment, which is truth. That's why you got that sword from your inner child. Okay, the crowning energy. Holding on tight, fear of loss, Four of Pentacles. And protecting your resources. So you could be you're walking away to protect your resources, your inner resources. This Pentacles, though, this is more on a material level, so protecting what you have, holding on tight, fear of loss. That's the only reason that you would allow the manipulation of loved ones. It's because of fear of losing them. If you see them for who they are and you confront them, you're not going to have the same relationship. And like I said, once you see it, you can't unsee it. Can't ignore it. Okay. Something happened that created the shift. Maybe it was you just deciding, I'm done. Fast movement, progress, changes, taking action. Yeah, this was you. Okay, let's just explain what we already said in the overall. You took action. You made a decision. Dynamic shift, big time. When you went down deep, you came out with that message and it changed everything. Everything. You're rethinking your entire past from the moment you first remember your life. That's deep. You went deep. Like I said, if you're there right now, you are like ready to kick open the door to get out of that darkness. So do not give up. Oh my goodness, don't give up. I get chills. Okay, the World card with the Sun. This is in the future placement, possible future placement, completion, full fulfillment, new beginnings. an ending of something and a start of something new. And then you have the sun on top of that, success, enlightenment, joy, clarity, correct path. You have the moon, intuition, hidden truth, face fears, and illusions. Yep, you got the hidden truth. With that sword, you got the inner truth about everything. So you face your fears, which you were in fear of it. Once you know the truth of it, you can't fear it. You just understand it. You see through the illusions now. You can't not see it. It exposed everything. Your inner child exposed everything. Wow. That is beautiful. All right. What's your strength? Okay, your strength is authority, logical mind, fairness, reason, truth, strategy, and decisive. There's that sword. You know the truth. That's your strength. That sword that your inner child gave you. You know all that you need to know. Period. No one can convince you otherwise. Right. How do others see you? Okay. Others see you in conflict, disagreement, defeat, loss. Self-reflection, emotional intelligence. So they could see you in your, like, they think you're depressed, basically. That's what I'm saying. Others are thinking that if you're in the dark night of soul, you look depressed. Like you're in such deep contemplation that the outside people are like, why aren't they doing what they always did? Why are they being like that? A lot of them take it personally. It's all about them. Clarify 5 please. 7 of Pentacles. Patient, perseverance, planting seeds. Ooh. Deciding whether you should stay on your current path. Having the emotional intelligence to decide what path you want to stay on. What seeds you want to plant. That's how others are seeing you. Okay, that's cool. Alright, the best way to proceed. Determination, wisdom through experience. That's the best way to succeed. And you have success, security, and stable. Okay, just sit on your throne. You have everything that you need. You don't have to prove anything. Wow. See, this is what's coming. If you're in that darkness, this is the sun's here. Your throne's here. Your new beginnings all over the place. Anything anything that is truly yours can never be taken away from you. So the fear of loss kind of loses the power once you come to that understanding. And I think that's one of the understandings that you got from your inner child. You got the strength because you understood where all that was coming from, like static. I want to say static. Like, no matter what, it couldn't, things just couldn't mm, get right, you know? Like, even if it looked like it was, it just, something was missing. And your inner child gave you that sword, and that's what was missing. It, it made a snowball effect, and you come out amazing. Again, at the bottom of the deck, Ace of Swords. There's that sword. All right, I'm just going to clarify real quick. Any other? I mean, it's as long as you stay on your path and stay true to yourself and remember the sword of truth that was given to you and use it, no one can stop you. No one can hinder you. They could be in competition all they want. You ain't even competing. That's how good you are. 6 Cups, please. All right, 6 of Cups. We have ordeal, test to integrate awakening and a higher calling. The hero's journey, victory over your fear and wounds. That's on the 6 of Cups. Childhood, innocence. Wow. You also have the force, inner power to overcome, manifest, transform, strength and determination, rising. Beautiful. 8 of Cups, please. 2 again. Okay, 8 of Cups. Heroic courage, resourcefulness. This is over challenges, overcoming each test. And then you have rebirth, transcend former self in a higher state of being. The 8 of Cups, walking away from you're just walking through your challenges, like, it's not phasing you. Huh. I don't know if you can see it, but where these 3 monsters' heads are, let's see if you can see it. This lack of clouds, or whatever it is right here, looks like planets and stuff. And that's exactly what's coming out of your head with the force. And the force is the inner power. So these challenges are being beat by you using your inner power. Which that was on ordeal, yeah. Wow, you're becoming strong, very strong. You're able to walk through these challenges like they're not even there. This rebirth has changed everything. Flip the script. Isn't that what we had in the overall? 2 of Swords. 2 of Swords with reincarnation. Profound truth of soul's eternal nature. Wow. Reincarnation. Reward. On top of the Fool. Persevere for spiritual attainment and mastery. Soul's radiant essence and realization of it. Once you could realize that you can beat these challenges with your mind, this is crazy. Like, you get so many rewards for it. Taking that leap of faith and believing in yourself. This is something that your ancestors couldn't figure out. The hero's journey. You're beating the curses. Profound truth of the soul's eternal nature. Who you are. You found out who you are, and now you're being rewarded. Cups. Two of them. Penance again. And fruition. Manifestation of dedication to inner work. Culmination of efforts, intuition, and labors. That's you being reborn. Pursuing endeavors, Knight of Cups. Pursuing this rebirth, this with penance. You're being reborn. And it has fixed your bloodline or something. Your ancestor, a curse or something. You made penance for it. You freed them all. It was all in your mind. The power was all in your mind. You can overcome all these challenges, and your ancestors could have too, but they couldn't get past it. There was like a block they couldn't get past. And you did. Eight of Wands, Eight of Wands. Knight of Wands. That was when you finally decided that you're tired of it and you're over it. Dynamic shift. You have hypothesis. Spiritual evolution. Transcendence. Expansive divine. Shedding the mortal form. That's rising. Transcending the mortal form. Your spirit is rising. And this was the moment you decided on the shift. You shifted your thinking. It was that powerful. Okay, you got Eight of Wands. Fast movement, progress, taking action. And then we have ties, family, bonds, loved ones, belonging, celebrate, and strengthen relationships. That's what you did with your inner child. And that's what created this fast movement. You passed the test. Oh my goodness. I'm so excited for you. Okay, on top of the moon, we have approach. Final challenges before mastery. Focus, trust the path, soul initiation. And that's the hidden truths. Face your fears. Oh my goodness. Final challenges. It's almost over, guys. Well, this one is. If you're this far on the spiritual path, you know it just keeps going. New challenges. Okay, on top of the world, you have aftermath. Pause and reflection after the journey. Integration of lessons learned. Oh, you're going to get a break. The sun. Oh, that sounds so nice. Break from all this crap in the world. Okay, integration on top of the sun. Embody our truth, light, and darkness. Balance integration of the aspects of self. Oh my goodness. It's like feeling complete. The integration of truth and reward and what you've done for your ancestors. Wow. You've done what nobody else could have done. King of Swords, please. King of Swords is how you see yourself. Responsibility on top of the King of Swords. Of course. Soul journey. Integrated truth. Custodian of wisdom, mastery, and diligent service. Your responsibility to share what you went through and how you did it. Share it with people. That's how they get the strength to do it themselves. That's how they don't lose hope. Oh, give me chills again. Five of Swords, Seven of Pentacles, please. Awakening. Radical shift of perception, clarity and illumination. Veils lifted. That's how others see you. They're seeing that they can't trick you anymore. They can't pull you into conflict anymore. They can't compete with you anymore. You're so beyond them. Four of Pentacles. Like they don't even exist anymore. You're so beyond it. Okay, Four of Pentacles was fear of loss, crowning the reading. Difficult truths. You have refusal. Doubt, resisting, and ignoring your calling because of fear of loss. Changing. You're afraid if you change, you're going to lose everyone around you. Your inner child taught you different. I mean, you might lose them, but like I said, if they're meant to be in your life and meant for you, nothing or nobody could take them from you. Alright, best way to move forward. We had King of Pentacles. These are way too many cards. Okay. Best way to move forward. Whoever I'm talking to is definitely on the right path. Alright, letting go. Transition to a new beginning. Step with confidence into the unknown. Exploring hidden aspects of self. Go deeper. That's what I heard. Go deeper. Oh my god. I told you it never ends. Okay. Alright, so you're going to get, when you come out of this and the sun's shining on you, you'll know. You'll definitely know. Like sometimes it's over, you know, with a snap of a finger. Just that one thought flips it. You're going to get time to enjoy the fulfillment and the completion and integrate all that you've learned. Your new you. Integration. Right here. 2 cards. You're transforming. You're balancing the light and the dark. And then you have to figure out how to build this a new beginning. Everything's new. The ones that weren't meant for you are now gone. Your path's clear. You went through a rebirth. You're a new person. And now it's time for your rewards. And you're not backing down from that. And that's happening because right here's the fruition as the foundation. This is happening. And then after that, with determination and wisdom through experience, you're going to dive deep again. You're going to go deeper. You're going to move faster. You're going to be better because you've learned all these. So these are stepping stones. You're becoming a master. Don't give up. Do not give up on yourself. Stay strong. I'm going to ask one more question. Yeah, you have a responsibility. Oh, that's what I'm seeing. Okay. Again. Okay. You have a responsibility now. When you got that Sword of Truth, a responsibility also came with it. You have to help others go through this. When you pull yourself out of this and you have the time to rest and you have the time to integrate it into your life and become the person that you want to be with your balance and your light and your dark and everything flowing, you have a responsibility to help the others. Help them out of the darkness. Help them find their inner child. That's the key. Find the inner child. You have to go through the shadow. And now with this knowledge, you're going to be a master. And that means that you have to go find those in crisis, show them how to escape, and show them the road to illumination. Help them find wisdom and their authentic self. Help them over the obstacles. Now, I'm not saying go out and be like, oh, I gotta help you, and just grab a hold of somebody. But you drop seeds, you know, we've been on the spiritual path for a long time, and especially if you're this far along, and whoever I'm talking to. You drop seeds, and sometimes they get picked up, and sometimes they don't. And when they get picked up, they'll start asking questions. And when they start asking questions, that's their way of asking for help. And that's how you know. But you wouldn't know if you wouldn't have dropped that seed because they don't know that you know the way out. Okay? This is amazing. The world needs you, needs people like you. Find your strength. Get through this. Dark night of the soul. Get your inner child happy. And become the true you. And go out and help. Oh, this is amazing, guys. Till next time. Catch you on the flip side.